Hello everyone and welcome back to Freizeitpark Wunderfeld episode number 5. And it's weird because for most people number 5 is like the middle of the series. For me it's the literal beginning of the actual theme park, because in today's episode we're going to get started with the actual theme park, Freizeitpark Wunderfeld. Let me turn this to day so that you can actually see what's going on. And as you can see, I already got started with quite a lot of stuff. There's not one, but actually 2 individual roller coasters here that are dueling, and they actually turned out really nice, if I can say so myself. And like you can see, a lot of room already got planned out. I actually have the entire park drawn out on paper. I do have some sketches of this park with me right now, but not the right ones. So for now you're gonna have to do with this video. In this video we're gonna get started with the first themed area, which is going to be... I'm gonna keep that secret for a little bit longer. Stay tuned because I don't want to spoil it. I genuinely just want you guys to have the perfect spoilerless experience, because these 2 coasters are pretty damn story driven. And you guys are not gonna know anything about the story until next episode. But I will already give some hints this episode, so make sure you stay tuned for that if you're interested in that in any way, shape or form. I hope you are, because else what are you doing here? But yeah, the 2 coasters that I built here are actually a family Boomerang and an STC. And before anyone's like, oh boo-hoo, that's not interesting, that's the thing they do in real life. I know. I didn't though. I had this idea of an STC and a Boomerang dueling before I knew that STCs thus far have always come with a family Boomerang. But my idea is still better, I would argue, purely because the real life ones never duel. Mine, on the other hand, do duel. And that's what I'm gonna give you a little bit of a teaser at right now. I'm gonna give you an orbit view right now that the themed area isn't full of stuff yet, so you can just enjoy the dueling as much as you can. So like you can see, the STC, not SLC, I'll say it wrong a couple of times I think. The STC with the maintenance track here and the Boomerang leave at the same time. Realistically the STC would leave earlier and then we'll have a slow chain lift until the Boomerang leaves. It would then speed up, and if the Boomerang has a delay it would just go on its own, just like in real life. I'm really happy with the dueling. The STC is also a longer ride, which is gonna make sense story-wise once we get to that. I'm gonna make everything make sense. Don't worry about it. But like you can see, they're really nicely aligned. And here they lose each other, but then they like pass each other. They're a little bit far away, I know, but yeah, I'm really happy with it. And here we have some airtime stuff. Oh dear lord, those were some trees, all right. And yeah, this is the layout that I've made. I'm gonna keep the actual POV camera for the end of next episode when all the story parts are in place. Both coasters are main 2 meter smoothing. I just made the STC 8 meter again, which does make it a little bit worse in some areas, but also better in other areas. It really depends. Like this drop got better after 8 metering it, but this roll got really wobbly. It wasn't great. Like if it's not perfect in 2 meter, it'll be bad in 8 meter. But I'm not a professional. Like look at this shaping, and I mean I noticed that too late, to be honest. But I'm still so happy with this layout. It's one of the first, if not the first inverts I ever finished. So I think I did a really good first job, honestly, not to brag of course. The Boomerang itself is also 2 meter, and this one still is because it doesn't have rivets, because that's like the main reason. Like otherwise if you keep some coaster tracks 2 meters, this is the wrong track right there. You have like one of these every cross tie or every 2 cross ties, and that looks really unconvincing. And going for like realistic looks, you know, it's not really fitting. In the next update of this video, I'm going to be revealing what theme this area is actually gonna be. But for now, we have this little theme there. Actually, let me show you this. I made a little cool thing like on Fly, where there's steam coming out of a pipe. And that's just like something Fly has it too. Yeah, so like you can see, it comes out of this pipe. It has this one, and then there's a second hidden one that follows the direction of the track properly, so that it looks as if the train is actually dragging some smoke with it. And then here we have this little cozy dining area, which has lighting. This is also where I uploaded that one video where some messed up stuff just was happening, with people vanishing, climbing walls like vertically. Go check that out. iCard in the corner at one of these sides right now, if you want to see that. Also, why does my camera keep getting darker? This is kind of getting annoying. I'm sorry for that. This is like Anyway, this little area is the first dining area that I've made, excuse me, of the park. And it has some speakers with custom music. Take a listen to this while we're auto-saving. I hate autosave. Anywho, this is a grill restaurant, you could say, because they sell ribs, fries, and water. Yeah, it's a grill with ribs, fries, and water. And it has some really sick views on the first drop. Yes, the bridge is kind of obstructing it, but I don't know, this is kind of cozy, because especially once you're gonna start seeing how this area is gonna turn out, I think you're gonna appreciate this area a little bit more. And here we have bathrooms. This park, I'm not gonna do bathroom interiors, because this park is gonna be, I mean, it is already, you know, pretty dense. When I'm not recording, I have a stable 60 frames per second still, even though in how far I am right now outside of this video, there's already quite a lot in this themed area. Yeah, now there might be some frame drops while recording, but it's altogether pretty alright still. So, even though you don't know the real theme of the area yet, at the end of the episode you will, and make sure to leave a name suggestion for this restaurant. Not each cabin separately, but just this location. How do we call the rib restaurant? For the rest, I started work on this wooden bridge you can see here, and I added some theming here too, purely because I added the pipe, and I wanted to get like a feel of how this area is gonna look. And yeah, I think it's giving some really nice vibes. Also, stop, why? But also, this is the first ever custom fence I made. I think it turned out pretty well. It's pretty basic, but it's pretty fun. Jeez. Also, by the way, this is a park layout currently. This is gonna be slightly adjusted for reasons that are gonna be clear in one of the next updates. We are now gonna move on to the second update of today's video, in which a lot of stuff got added already. I mean, it's more of a hint of what's to come, so this update's a bit shorter. Oh, and by the way, this ride here is named... Oh, it doesn't have a name here yet. Shh. It's for the next update if I don't forget. Yeah, this ride really will fit with the theming. Next update, I will show it off a bit better. I gave it this custom little base because originally there's like this tent-like thing below this, and that's not really fitting with the theming, so I gave it more of a castle bottom, because in this theme, first of all, the area is heavily inspired of Rookburg in Phantasialand. Just the only thing being that the pathing is above everything of the coaster instead of below it, like in, or generally below it, you know, like in Phantasialand. And yeah, you can see that some of the foundations already got laid for the station, and enjoy this little sneak peek at the station, because I ain't showing you more of the station until the end of next episode, because in the next update of this video, too much of the story will be revealed in here, or specifically in here, which is going to be a little bit of a dark ride section. So yeah, enjoy the really oddly high of the ground station platform preview that you're getting. Like you can see, the wooden bridge is starting to come together really nicely. I added some don't die fencing here so that you don't die. All around the area, there's still a bunch of sea fighting, which for those who don't know is like, it's like when you have, oh, there you go, you flicked once. Thank you, Planet Coaster. But it's like when you have two overlapping textures that they flicker. I still gotta figure it out. I still gotta calm down. Still gotta figure out, or not figure out, fill up these gaps here where the pathing shows through. I really like this texture. I'm still gonna mix them up a little bit more so you don't see the repetition. I also added this flat ride. I don't know if this was here in the previous updates. Originally the plan was for it to go over the path here and just like go around the plaza, but I started having safety concerns, so I decided against it. I think it's better if we just don't. So I think I'll keep this ride, but it will probably not go over pathing anymore. I have been thinking maybe below it here and then around below the other pathing here, but I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this ride altogether. My camera is sinking away, I think. There we go. So yeah, altogether. I'm not very certain what I'm going to do with this ride yet, but we'll see. And over here we have this guest spawner, which is currently beautifully hidden. Jokes aside, there is a guest spawner here underground, which is below this bus, and if we can just see, like, these guys. Look, it looks kind of like they walk into the bus, and now we just gotta cover it up with like black colored concrete or something like that to fill up the floor here, like it looks like a complete area again. And it looks like the people are actually coming from the bus, which this, if for those of you who never thought to do this, this hint comes too late, because like we know Planet Coaster 2 will have built-in bus guest spawners, so kind of an irrelevant hint now, but yeah. Anywho, the rest of the themed area, I started working on these foundations. I think this version is still the one where people lose their legs. Oh no, it's not. It banks the other way, of course. It's a bit scary, maybe a bit too close, but to be honest, stop whining. The idea, like, just like the coaster shaping isn't perfect, the G-forces aren't perfect, this roll is anything but acceptable. But, like, I think that the layout itself is good enough to the point where I am more the kind of person to just say, if they built this in real life, just imagine how it would look. For the rest, like you can see, I started laying some foundations for the themed area, or the main thing of the themed area, which we're gonna go over in update number 3.
It's not fun to wait this long.
Where you can see that huge castle and a huge crowd joined us. If I don't forget in editing, I will actually put some images of this crowd walking into the park. I need to put my camera lower because it's constantly tilting backwards again. That's too much. Why? Stand up, please. You're making this hard on me. Stop it, please. I'm serious. Just stop falling over. It's too low. Still moving. Still moving. Still moving. Stop. 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 Dude, stop it. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Yes. Oh, perfect. I did it. It's perfect. Anyways, as you might be able to see, a huge castle and a huge crowd joined the chat. And if I don't forget, I'll actually put some images, because for those who don't... Frame rate just died. Anyways, for those who don't remember, I put like a guest spawner in my store here. And when I unlocked the maximum guest cap, there was a huge train of guests just walking here with all this road. It was really, really weird. You didn't see that thing just then, by the way. And yeah, it was really strange. And now they're all stuck here. I already put the cap back onto the map. Put the cap back on the map. Sorry. Like you can see, it's back to 1,500, yet they're all so stuck that this number is going down at like the slowest rate imaginable. All these people leaving? What's this? What? No, they're walking in a circle. Why? Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. Anyways, like you can see, I straightened out this path because it was hell to make this curve look semi-decent with these walls. I think we got there. There's a couple of points where the pathing still clips through, but in the detailing phase next episode, I'll just like cover that up or something. I don't know yet. That was more work than it should have been. Then we have the main attraction, of course, the castle, from which I'm not going to show the interior, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek of Jesus. Yeah, I'm not going to give you a sneak peek of Jesus, of course, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek of part of the queue, because this themed area is... Oh boy, I made some clipping mistakes. Anyways, I inspired myself greatly of my favorite roller coaster of them all. Camera, please stay the same brightness. Of them all, Fly in Fantasia, like I already said, I think. So I made this, in my opinion, actually really pretty queue line. It has realism factors, it has tubes, because and this isn't just a themed castle area. This is going to be a steampunk themed castle area. There's a little bit more to it than just that, but the generic environment. Oh. So, if you're interested in sending me a name for this grill, keep in mind that it's a steampunk castle area. I'm out of here. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure that my workers can't even get here right now. What's going on, bro? Anywho, the themed area is coming along really nicely, and I'm gonna give you, like, it's hard to kind of like say what I added besides like the interiors. There's a bunch of floating trees here. I thought I removed them, apparently not. I'm gonna give you a teeny tiny sneak peek. It's not finished yet because the interiors are for mainly next episode. Because next episode, you know, this episode I tried to lay the groundworks and what to expect. It's getting worse. Anyway, groundworks of what to expect of this themed area, and I feel like you're starting to get what I'm getting to with this. So next episode we're going to be adding details, interiors, which are like partially there, not much yet. Like for example, the fast pass or priority pass, like they call it in Planko, is still just kind of existent here on the side. There's already this little bit of a wood structure here, ooh, teaser, with this machinery inside, because steampunk. It's not that big of a spoiler to show that. And yeah, next episode we're going to be making this all pretty, because the only part for the building that I still need is I want to like do something here. I have a plan sketched out. I don't know if it's going to work out, but why not give it a shot, I think. And of course, this staircase, kind of weird that it's flying, so we're gonna put it in its own little tower, and then a roof or something over the queue here, with a bunch of beautiful ceilings clipping through the wall. Yeah, but just ignore that. So next episode, a lot on the agenda, and don't forget about custom supporting. So we're going to have to also do something about this, which kind of looks very gravity ignoring right now. I already have a plan for it. I don't know certainly if it's gonna work. People, stop flying. I have a plan, don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see how far we get, I guess. Oh yeah, and in the next episode I'll also be naming, or be wanting some names from you guys for this roller coaster and the other one. But for that you of course need the theme first. Or the story rather, because you already know the theme. It's a steampunk castle. I know this episode has been a lot of rambling, not much new, but I hope that seeing all this kind of put one and one together, that your brain is now understanding exactly what this themed area is all about, besides the story of the coasters, of course, but like the vibe that we're going for. Actually, I don't think we're gonna finish this next episode as I thought originally. I think it's going to be 2 more episodes, but don't worry, none of the other themed areas of this park are going to be this convoluted, because again, I have everything drawn out. There's only one more heavily themed area, and then of course the main plaza, which will have a lot of buildings. Oh no, we're auto-saving. But yeah, there's only going to be one more themed ride, and then the main plaza, and the rest are going to be pretty nature focused, which is only 2 more things. I think that this themed area is easily going to take the longest. Love how my game's frozen right now, and yeah. So progress might be going really relatively slowly right now. Don't forget that I started college, so I have noticeably less time. But I'm really happy with the amount of progress we made. This will not be finished before Planet Coaster 2, but we'll see how far we get. Currently, I'm still really looking forward to finishing it in some way, shape, or form. Even if Planet Coaster 2 released already. And I already have a plan which will hopefully help me with staying motivated for this project, even though I will also have, which is my plan, a project in Planet Coaster 2 itself, which is going to be some sort of pool, because my theory is that if I start with my first park in Planet Coaster 2 being a swimming pool, if I want to build roller coasters, then my roller coaster project is still here, so I'll still be motivated to continue here. So this is the main plaza. This is going to be the another roller coaster. Hint, hint, another Vekoma. Here on the entire mountainside, there's going to be an alpine coaster themed to mice, because I'm going to be using the wooden wild mouse for it, because its track just genuinely looks like alpine coaster track. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's... Let's try that again. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's progress, I know it was a lot of rambling. Make sure to subscribe to see more, because next episode is going to be a lot more interesting. So yeah, subscribe, like, share, do all that YouTube stuff if you enjoyed this. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a comment telling me why, because I genuinely value it. And, you know, I'm not here to be big. I'm here because I love doing this. Like, Planet Coaster recently has become my new absolute obsession. And yeah, I'm spending too much time on it, I won't lie, but I'm loving it. Don't forget to think out of the square, because your only limitation is your own imagination. Lots of love, and see you in the next one.